The southern shore, as it is locally known, is the easternmost coastline of the island of Newfoundland. It proudly reaches into the Atlantic Ocean and hosts some of the oldest settlements in North America, complete with colourful names such as Petty Harbour, Bay Bulls, Mobile and Burnt Cove. Over 150 kilometres long, it is both bucolic and desolate. Hills that plunge into the forest valleys carved by salmon rivers sit against the rocky and windswept barrens, punctuated by fishing villages. A dramatic coastline complete with a long and textured history. This series celebrates the unusual, the courageous, and the quirky stories that seem to define the communities of the area. And while some are known by locals, the finer details are unknown to others.
I mean, lots of people on the shore would tell you the devil's been up and down here a good few times. If you think about it, he's probably been driven out of most coves and harbours here on the island. Sure, near Torres Cove, you got this beautiful spot called Hell Hill, where lots of people have said to see strange things over the years. I think it's mostly cabins there now. Then there's the Devil's Kitchen, there near Calvert. Sounds like my mother-in-law's house. They said in Cape Royal, there's actually an area called the Devil's Staircase, where a fisherman was so brazen, he dared the devil to challenge him at sea. And so the devil slammed the boat and the crew against the side of the cliff. Most of them perished, and some say there's a permanent hoofprints scorched into the rocks. I've never seen it myself, but it's one of those stories that goes around, you know. But as far as evidence of the devil himself goes, the spot you'd really want to take a look at is Devil's Rock in the community of Renews. And I'm not joking when I say Renews is an old community. And there's people in and out of that area since the early 1600s or so. The boys were fishing there before the Mayflower even set sail. And there's a local joke that they stopped in Renews for supplies on the way to Plymouth Rock. Apparently one evening, quite a few years ago, a priest was walking through the old roads of the community and was stopped by the devil. After a calm discussion that nobody really heard the details of, he condemned the devil and imprisoned him in a nearby rock. A big rock, like a boulder, just sitting there on the side of this house. The devil, full of pure hellfire and the like, left hoofprints in the rocks that are still there now, and they call it Devil's Rock. Some people says there's a crack in the rock that gets a little wider every so often, and eventually the thing is going to fall right apart and let the devil out again. For a while, the town saw the rock as a heritage site of some kind, but it's since grown over. I've been back for a look, and the hoof prints are faded over the years, but there's still a strange feeling at those crossroads. Like plenty of places and names in Newfoundland, Renews has suffered being spelled a lot of peculiar ways. But one early colonist, this fella Sir William Vaughan, liked the idea that the name might have come from Renews, the Latin word for the Rhine, that river in Europe. There are other theories, but that one is the most pleasing.